Ah! Oh, blimey. What is that?
Yummy!
I've been sent a massive box of treats from Jani, I hope I pronounced that right, from Finland. So, if I can do this right, there we go. We've got to represent the Finland flag behind us. I may never do this again, but I wanted to show you. I'm going to start with a nice safe one, I think. This is by Tupla, and I love that the package is actually in English, so it's easy for me to understand. This is called Broadway, and apparently sour cream and onion, one of the most popular flavour of crisps in Finland. Ooh, quite a mild, do you want to smell it? Quite a mild scent. And I have got another camera just here for possibly a close-up on that. Can you see? Nice and crinkle-cutted there, looking rather stonking, but very mild. It almost feels like a semi-crisp. Mmm. That's a great crunch. Wow. That's like a Pringle sour cream flavour, but like double the strength, but with an insane crunch. I don't mind, in fact I love Pringles, but I really like those ripples on there. That is an amazing, I could actually demolish that whole package right now, but we have got a lot more than that. You know, I was so impressed by that start, and I think the reassuring Englishness on this. I'm going to go for another one by Tufel. Now, this is something called Nacho cheese balls. I hate cheese crisps in general. Like, I used to play Mega Drive with my friend around his house, and he would like just be eating Wotsits constantly and having cheese fingers all over it, and then literally just pass me the controller. That was why I always lost, okay? Oh my gosh, one of the cheese balls jumped out. I was like, oh, I'm not in Finland. Oh, that is strong. Look at that. See that? Looks quite nice, doesn't it? The smell of cheese is strong, but it's that kind of fake cheese, you know? Ooh, that's actually quite sweet. What? I'm gonna have another one of those. This is bizarre. Mmm. It almost goes like tangy. I love how it actually says it's made with real cheese on there. If that's real cheese, then maybe, I actually do believe in this. I think I am slowly getting better with cheese. Melted is fine. I guess this is sort of melted in some ways, or just, well, it's fake cheese, isn't it? Nacho cheese balls are definitely not a new invention, but at least in my opinion, these are one of the tastiest ones. Yanni, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Now this thing is called a Fazerina. Basically a milk chocolate with an orange truffle filling. This sounds phenomenal. I love chocolate orange. It's probably my most favorite combination of things with chocolate. And again, Fazer, that is a massive company in Finland. I do remember that. They seem to have their name on most things. Ooh. Let's have a look at that. See that there? These like, look at the size of those chunks. Ooh, snaps well. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. Oh, we're looking for a chocolate orange truffle filling. If it smells the way it tastes, this is gonna be good. Ooh. Ooh. I was kind of hoping that I'd get like this sort of like nice bright orange, like an Aero. But it's actually slightly more luxurious than that. As you can see, there is just basically a classic chocolate truffle filling in there. And I think kind of it matches with the branding on there. It is very formal, very posh, very nice. I guess the kid inside me really just wants there to be like some bright orange, vibrant filling, but that is delicious. And if I'm not careful, yes, I will finish that very, very quickly indeed. I think that's possibly going to be my favorite one. All right, I really like the packaging on this. Not only because it's like not really plastic, it's more like papery. This is by somebody called Linkuso Rusisipi. It's basically all in Finnish. Valko Sipuli, rye crisps with garlic. I love a rye crisp. Healthier option to normal crisps. Rich in fibre, and you can eat these as is, or like many like to do, with different flavoured cream cheese. We will try both. Ooh, that just smells like cardboard. Yes, they are like little cups. Look at this. Look at that, that's amazing. I love that. Oh. Wow. Oh, that is delicious. The intensity sometimes of, we tend to get like rye crackers. They're like quite thick and slabby, and you know, when you bite into them, there's a huge crunch, but that goes down so much better. It's lighter, it's airier, and the seasoning on it is super strong, just like those crisps at the start. Now, I'm not a huge fan of cream cheese. I don't mind it, but you could really see how like you could put like a little bit of ham in this, a little bit of salmon, and serve it as an appetizer. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is positively gourmet right there. That seasoning is fantastic. Did you know that the story of Linkusuo rye crisp began with our skillful bakers made use of the middle parts of Finnish rye whole breads? Is that true? Is that true? I don't know, but I really like these, and if there's other flavours available, definitely like those. And the cream cheese was fine, kind of mellow, did the job. I might move to Finland at this point. Really excited for this next one. This is something called a Tupla Maxi. I really hope I've pronounced that right. It looks a lot like a Mars bar packaging, doesn't it? However, look at that rip down the middle, okay? The most legendary chocolate bar in Finnish candy scene. Milk chocolate with a cocoa nougat filling. Mrs. B calls nougat nugget. There's a bit of a debate about that. With a roasted almond crumble on top. So not quite a Mars bar with the almonds in there too. The name Tupla means double. You can break the packaging from the middle by folding the whole thing until the wrapping snaps. So literally what I'm showing you there, look, that seam there, we should be able to, let me just see if we do this. Oh my gosh! That's amazing. And I'll just try and push that out. Is that actually got chocolate on the end? Yeah, they are two separate individual bars. That is brilliant. Just smells like chocolate though. Oh, that's tough. Wow. Yeah, look at that. It's actually slightly more, I mean, to me it's more caramelly. I'm not getting the almonds, although the top is actually quite speckly. You can see that there. It's you know, they're surrounded by it, but almost like the description gave it that there was going to be like an inside like roof of almonds too, but I don't hate it. And it could be that it's been transported, it's got very cold and set. It tastes a lot more like a caramel. It's got a very firm chew on it. The chocolate taste is okay. It's kind of mellow. I find different countries like chocolate, the way they make it, really, really fascinating. Switzerland, and of course I'm going to be biased towards British, is still my favourite. But this is like quite a mellow chocolate, and that works really, really well. It's just surprised me that it's kind of all just like merged together with like a bumpy roof on it. So we've got here by Weekend Snacks. This is chili and garlic flavoured crisps. Chilin ja volkos. I can't pronounce that. A lot of garlic, Janny. Thank you. I don't mind garlic. But the strength, you Finnish people are crazy. I'm loving it. Like the intensity of the seasoning is fantastic. Oh, apart from that. That actually just smelled of packaging. Quite disappointed. They look all right though. But it does look quite exciting. Again, look at this. There is the seasoning scattered all over it though. Ooh. Wow. That reminds me, I don't know what the equivalent would be outside of the UK, but Skip's prawn cocktail, shrimp cocktail in America, flavoured crisps. Again, that kind of melt in the mouth vibe, slightly less Monster Munchy. I'm filming this on a Monday morning. What a brilliant start to my week. But it's almost like these grooves, like the seasoning sort of sits in there and it really enhances the flavour. You do get a slight more crunch to it, so it is worthwhile, and maybe they're helping in some way. Doesn't dissolve straight away, you get a little bit more of that seasoning, but minor crunch. Like that. Actually, that seasoning is very strong. That's quite salty, but that's really nice. I love that I'm building up this sort of sense of like, yeah, I love this, because there is some stuff I know on the way that I don't like. So this thing really caught my eye when I opened the box. If you're wondering, yes, I do open the box when people very kindly send me these packages, because there was one or two that came and I was like, ooh, I'm not eating that. If you are interested in sending me things from your country, please make sure that it's in sealed. Rose is up there somewhere, by packaging, and ideally, like Janny's done here, this is amazing, and I will do future videos. But this thing, Elovina Kovapusta Karapotakuka, I don't know, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm doing a spell. It's an oat bar with a taste of korvapusti Finnish cinnamon roll. I saw that on the front. I was like, is that a cinnamon roll? These are marketed as healthy snacks to have in between meals. Again, rich in fibre. Finnish people like fibre. The way I like my broadband. No, what? Oh, damn you. I thought that was going to be really exciting. I mean, it is. Kind of looks like a flat Weetabix. Oh, that stinks of cinnamon in a good way. Very, very oaty looking though. Look at that. But the smell is strong. I think it might be quite tough. We'll see. Bit dusty. Ooh. Now that, to me, the only thing that's making that sounds so weird to say. The only thing that makes that feel like cinnamon roll is the cinnamon seasoning on it. I could have put cinnamon on those crisps we just had and that would have been cinnamon roll crisps, right? There's something else in there and I can't work out what it is. It's quite bitty. It does look maybe like a little bit poppy seedish possibly, but hey, it's okay. I don't really want to have any more. It does feel healthy. None of these snacks are getting Boston out of his bed. Boston, do you want a cinnamon roll bar? No? All right, this next one is something called a Pepe. I think it's a Pepe anyway, it looks like that. Only thing reference I've got to Pepe recently is one of my friends tried to get me to buy a cryptocurrency called that. No. I do have a very small amount of Bitcoin though that I bought years ago and I have no idea where it is. In fact, it's probably been nicked. But I do have this proper Finnish licorice. If you don't like this, you won't like any licorice. Well, I can't stand it. And I know this is not the only one today. I'm doing this for you, Janny. It's a huge stick of licorice. Look at this. Oh, that's really nice. It looks really, really... Smells like licorice. Can't stand licorice. Maybe this video will make me like licorice. Oh, at first I was like, oh, it's quite mild. Oh gosh. I don't know what it is with the licorice. It's not like a peppery taste. It's like this deep, like aniseed type vibes. Oh, I remember as a kid we used to get like a bag of licorice all sorts, which of course the name licorice all sorts would be like, oh no. But in that bag there were these like little jelly things that look like something from Pac-Man. And that was how I knew growing up, oh, I owe it to Janny to finish this. It's just hugging my mouth. Oh. Well, that was where my whole adventure of not enjoying licorice began, and I feel like today is where it continues. All right, I think this is pretty much our last savory one, again, by Tupla. These are called hearts. Nacho cheese, okay. Nacho cheese flavored corn snacks. I don't think I know anyone who doesn't like these. Also very cute. Ooh, mild flavour. Don't mind it, don't mind it. Oh wow, they genuinely are like little hearts. Look at this. That is pretty cool, to be fair. And they're quite airy with it as well. You've got that sort of webbing, it's like quite three-dimensional. There is the dusting on there, but I'm feeling like quite confident about this. Oh, that is stronger. And I think also it's stronger because it lasts longer. Remember those other ones were more like that Monster Munch, just melt in the mouth, mazy stuff. There's a bit more to that, a bit more gritty in some ways. The seasoning is lasting longer, so I'm not so much of a fan of those. I'm glad I've tried them. It's not something I probably want to have again. However, I probably could eat them if I absolutely had to. So not the worst thing, and I can definitely see why people would love those. Now it's these ones, they are both by Fazer. So Fazer is the biggest candy company in Finland, and they are especially famous for their chocolates. This is the original traditional milk chocolate. So let's try that one. I really like the chunks on them. I mean, we're going back to the territory of the Fazerina. It's the same company making it, it's the same chunk, so it's hard to compare. But just classic milk chocolate. It's a very milky chocolate, and there's something about the UK chocolate. I particularly like Cadbury's Dairy Milk. It's just very milk heavy. That is trying to be it too, but I just don't know if it's either got more milk in it or even more milk powder. There's a slight bit of grittiness to it compared to UK chocolate, but it's absolutely delicious. I mean, it was the chocolate that was wrapped around the Fazerina chocolate orange one, and indeed part of something which is the, I can't really pronounce this, Meitu Sukla and Valkonen Sukla. My favourite, half milk chocolate, half white chocolate, again by Fazer. Look, that's really cool. I love these big chunks. It makes you feel like, yeah. I mean, I'm missing the snapping in half, don't get me wrong. Oh, that white chocolate's lovely. I feel like that's the most dominant taste in that. You're getting a little bit of the milk chocolate. It's more of a supporting. In fact, the ratio of it is slightly more white chocolate to milk chocolate heavy. And that is definitely, it almost felt like it's separated in my mouth. It is really creamy. So maybe there is more milk in these than the UK chocolate. I mean, they're changing the recipes all the time. But that is very pleasant indeed. We're running out of nice things. And after having something so nice, it's only fair that I have something. I did have this before on a previous Finland treat taste video. And I think from memory, I didn't like it. This is Turkish Pepper, again by Fazer. Janny, you don't work for Fazer, do you? While these candies originate from Denmark, they are nowadays made in Finland. Oh yeah, I think that caused some debate actually. And have been the stable for Salmiakki salted licorice. Oh gosh. Licorice already, and then you go, just stick salted on the front. Brilliant, yeah. So it's a hard salmiakki, so salted licorice, candy with a surprise filling. More salmiakki, but in powder form inside. Goodness me. Salted licorice candies. Okay, so they're kind of like little pebbles like this. It looks like it's got some sort of flame on it. In fact, even the packaging's got like some sort of flame on it as well. Brilliant. Oh, crikey. Yeah. Oh, that makes the Pepe bar thing. Oh, oh. Whew. I mean, there is like a more of a bitterness to it. I wouldn't say it's salt. It's almost like someone's gone to licorice and gone, hey, how can we make you angrier? And at the moment, I've not burst into the middle, which of course contains more salted licorice powder. Shall we do that together? Shall we hold hands? Oh, oh, blimey. What is that? Oh, oh, oh. It's heat, but it's not like a one chip challenge red hot flavour. It's just like more of an angry, like really bitter and like nasty. Oh, it's beyond salt. Sorry. Oh, it does wash away quite quick though. Wow, that was good. I have a tennis match tonight, and yes, I will be taking that along to some of my friends and go, try that. Right, I feel like in doing that right now nothing can get much worse. So we are going to switch to something again by Panda. So we've got the Panda Pepe, and now this is the Panda Pop. The same great licorice. Damn you, Janny. But with strawberry soft ice filling, might make it more palatable for those who normally do not prefer licorice. So we should, oh my God, it's literally the same thing. Oh no, oh wow. I don't know if it will show it. Look, we've got spirals again, but towards the end there, in those holes, there is literally little piped strawberry filling. So I'm gonna need to bite into this quite far to try and get some. Ugh. Ooh, there was a moment just then I was like, oh, it's the strawberries coming. Oh no, that was really not a good thing to eat after that because it's just elevated. The heat's not there, it's just like the licoriceness. Sorry. Oh, I actually preferred the Pepe to that. Look, it's got the filling on show for sure, but it's like that the brown, the licorice like literally surrounding it going, hey, we've got a little bit of strawberry, can I tempt you in? No, I'm so sorry, Panda, with your cute name. Ooh. All right, so next up again, guess by who? Yes, Fazer has got Dumla. One of my favourites, chocolate candy with a caramel filling. You can't eat just one. Trust me, after that licorice, I don't want it. Those garlic crisps are calling. Are they individually wrapped or are they? Oh yes, they are. Yes, yes, yes. So we've got like a little packaging like that, very nice. As I say, if they weren't, you'd be like, yeah, that's why you can't eat just one. It's kind of like a guilt thing, isn't it? I find that when it's something's individually wrapped like that, it lasts way longer in our house. But it's almost like the simplicity of the packaging. It's almost like this could sit on a shelf in many other countries, whereas some of the others would be like, sorry. Possibly a good thing based on some of the things we've had. Ooh, that looks like nice chocolate on that. A nice sort of shiny, reflective, rectangular pebble with a caramel inside. Oh, oh wow. Mmm. Oh wow. The caramel in that. Mmm. Oh, that is delicious. I think if that caramel was in the Tupla earlier, like another layer in there, that would be phenomenal. That is quite a wedge of caramel. It's definitely winning the battle of chocolate caramel ratio. And again, it's that same chocolate from those other bars. Fine, very milk heavy, but the caramel, like, it's almost like a slight richness to it. That is very addictive. I know what Janny's saying there. All right, next up is by ISO Thor. It's a Pat Kiss. Lovely packaging, sort of like brownie white coloured. So it's a milk chocolate with a mint truffle filling. This is by Fazer. This is Fazer. This video is sponsored by Fazer. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, that does smell minty. Will we get that bright green section in the middle? No. That is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I guess part of me, like growing up, I've had aero bars quite a lot, the orange and indeed the mint. I think like a nice bright colour in the middle would make it pop, but maybe that's not the angle Fazer are going for. Very, very delicate, very, very smooth, tastes just like an After Eight. But I think if you had the whole bar, you'd be like quite full, so it's probably quite a good one to share. It's very, very dense. But I really, really like that, and any break right now from anything licorice, I'm loving it. This one's by, yes, Fazer, and what is it called? A salmiakki. Milk chocolate bar with a semi-liquid salmiakki filling inside. So unlike the powder like we had before, this has got the liquid salted licorice, we got that right, in there. Janny says this is something people either love or hate with a passion. I won't blame you if you don't like it. It's definitely not for everyone. So it's kind of like heaven and hell. We've got what looks like maybe a dark chocolate. Oh, right, it's got English milk chocolate. So the Fazer milk chocolate, which I've learnt to love, with the salmiak filling. And if it looks kind of like on the packaging there, it could ooze out of it. I'll try and get an angle of that. Could be a great prank if this is disgusting for people that don't like licorice. You go, oh, do you want some chocolate? Okay, so I've just cracked it. And even that is not giving me any clues as to the border. Just the one. Oh my gosh, that smells angry. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to show you the filling in it. Oh my word. Oh, why? That chocolate is gorgeous, and then everyone's got different taste buds, right? I think if you love licorice, you'd absolutely destroy that. I'm trying to think of a chocolate equivalent. Like in the UK, we've got the Cadbury's caramel where you bite into it and the caramel oozes out. I think you can get that around the world. It was like that, but basically like salted licorice instead. That really caught me out because the first taste was the milk chocolate and then bang, and it just stays there. The great thing with this licorice I'm finding though is it doesn't linger for too long. Once you get rid of it, wash your mouth out, we move on to, well, the Vadel Majority. My Bristolian really came out then. McGurty. Milk chocolate with a raspberry yogurt filling. That sounds brilliant. Is it going to be maybe more of a mousse? I hope so. Ooh. Hang on, does that say Fazer? It blooming does as well. Yeah, they got me good there. I thought this wasn't by Fazer. I can't see it on the packaging, but that is literally what it says on that block there. So I know I'm going to like the chocolate. Look, that's what I was hoping for in the mint and the orange one. Fazer, why are you doing that? That is absolutely delicious. I mean, I love chocolate orange, but I genuinely think that might be my favourite thing just because of like, it's something quite unique. That is brilliant. Can we stop the video now? All right, so we've got two left. This one I was advised to finish on, I think primarily because it's chewing gum. Peppermint chewing gum, in fact. Genki Original. Xylitol bubblegum. As far as I know, xylitol is not super popular all over the world. I think it's a sweetener, but it is in Finland. Basically, all bubblegums have xylitol in them. It has a positive effect in reducing tooth decay. But look, it's just chewing gum. So I'm just gonna have licorice in it now. That's just chewing gum. Yep, that is just chewing gum. The flavour is fairly mild. It's not the most intensive one. And half of me is surprised it's not actually garlic flavoured off some of the other things we've had. Yeah, I'm not sure if that sweetener's got any sort of side effects, but it tastes like chewing gum. It's fine. It feels quite nice. The flavour is actually quite mild. So much so that it's just like a minimum peppermint that I feel like I could eat the next thing now, which we will. This one also told me to leave it to the end, and also the packaging on it looks rather aggressive indeed. Sisu is a unique Finnish concept. It is a Finnish term that can be roughly translated into English as strength of will, determination, perseverance. What does this mean? And acting rationally in the face of adversity. Ooh. Sisu is not momentary courage, but the ability to sustain that courage. What? Proper Finnish salmiakki, in brackets, salty licorice. Yet I would leave these till the end. So yes, I might be grabbing that chewing gum in a minute. Oh, okay. Yep, they are angry pebbles and they've got like an S on them. Okay. Oh, that stinks. Okay. Oh, crikey. Straight away, there is some bitterness on there. Oh. Oh. Wow. That is horrendous. It's all chalky and gone around my mouth. Wow, it's very intense. Proper punch. Like, boom. But then already, they're kind of like, you know, you get those watch sweets. You can eat your wrist, that kind of texture. But the saltiness, I tasted the saltiness in that. Even more beyond the licorice, it was just like an explosion. I actually feel like I could do another one. Oh, yeah. That first bit, oh, I wouldn't want to eat one. I mean, I've just had two, but you know what I mean. Oh, definitely feels like it cleans the palate though. Just like this whole wave, this like massive salt and tang and yeah, licorice flavour. But it's kind of like I mean, for like, in between meals, like to freshen your palate, that could actually work really, really well. I mean, isn't that what like Jägermeister and things like that were designed for? Like just to literally clean your palate. That feels like that, but in tablet form. Oh my gosh, that is not my worst today. I didn't like it. I don't like the initial thing, but I feel like it's something I could gradually build my tolerance up. Right, so it's not going to surprise you, the one that I liked the least today was the Turkish Pepe, again by Fazer. I'm sure there's probably other brands that do it. That was just proper full on. The Salmiakki bar was very close. I really liked the Fazerina, that was just fantastic. So I'm just checking the name of this again. Yeah, the Vadel this thing, I don't know if it's because I could do a little bit of Bristolian with it. The taste of that sort of yogurt filling in there was just delicious. I mean, a lot of them I could eat, and of course, you know, the ones that I didn't. So thank you, Jani, for sending these in. If you want to send something to me similar to Jani with a guide and you know, little notes and some things from your country, ideally in packaging that's encased, that would be fantastic. Please get in touch on the contact form on my website. I've done lots of other of these taste tests over the years, including an original Finnish one from a few years ago, so check that out if you wish. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.